Hi, my name is Martin. I'm a bonsai grower from Belgium, and in this video I would like to show you some techniques to develop maple bonsai from seed. So this is a trident maple that I grew from seed, I think maybe 5 years ago. The goal for this tree is to make it into a Shohin or mini-sized bonsai, so it's going to be a very small tree in the end. This tree has always been grown in a pot. I could plant it in the ground if I really want to thicken up the trunk, but that way you get longer growth and more coarse growth, which results in less movement in the trunk. You also get bigger roots, and you know, this takes a long time if you want to grow it in a pot. The growth isn't that spectacular, but I think the end result is often better because you don't have many large scars or thick growth, so everything is more in proportion. When I grew this from seed, I made sure that I cut the taproot in the first year, and then after that I just kept on pruning all the roots that were growing down. So this tree now has a really nice nebari, which are these surface roots. They're all radial, all equal in size as well. And yeah, I think it really has a nice base. Also, it has an incredible taper from the roots going up to this part where the branch emerges. And the way I achieved this was by letting a branch grow here in the past, just let it run. There was also a big root here that I had to cut, but this root probably fed this first branch, and this really, like the growth of the branch and this root really thickened up the trunk. It's not super thick or big, it's like 1 or 2 centimeters in diameter at the base. But for a small size tree, this is like heading in the right direction. You can see the scar has basically healed over, so this won't be visible in the future. The same goes for this root. So you can see that the trunk splits into this branch and then goes further here. I think this piece is already too thick and too straight, so maybe next year I'm going to cut it here, let this heal over, and then this branch will be the new leader for the next couple of years. The nice thing about this smaller branch is that it has a short internode, so I can also cut it back to this point, and then I have like a lot of movement in a very compact size. So we're now September. The only work I'm going to do to this tree is to wire this leader straight up, so that next year it's facing the sun and it's ready for another year of growing. So this is another example of a trident maple that I grew from seed, again about 5 years ago, I think. This is grown in a semi-cascade style or a cascade style. I'm not really sure about the way it's headed. The thing with this tree is that when it was a seedling, I put a lot of movement in the trunk, which really paid off because there's a super nice curve right at the base. I'm just gonna clear away some soil so you can see it better. So the cool thing is that the movement is like in 3 directions. You can see it going up, down, and also from the back to the front. The branches, well, there's not really a branch structure now. What I'm doing now is just like letting it grow and cutting it back every season. And it's best to always cut it back multiple times in the season to create shorter internodes. As you can see here, with this branch, for example, the internode is only 1 centimeter from this point to this point, which you really need that short distance for a tree this size. This won't be a large tree, obviously. This will be a very small Shohin or mini size bonsai. And again, that's also the reason why I just keep it in a container. I don't really want very coarse growth or a lot of thickening and swelling. I want really nice taper, short movements, short internodes. So now I'm basically going to cut it back to 1 or 2 internodes and then put some wire on it. It would be a good thing to hide these scars or this big scar. So in the end, the front will probably be somewhere around here. And I'm kind of debating or questioning if I should if I should grow out this trunk or this branch a bit more to thicken the trunk, because this part here is lacking some taper. Oh, I can always decide next year. I'm not thinking about branch placement yet. I'm just putting in some movement in the first, well, 1 or 2 centimeters of the branch. And for now, I just make sure that, well, there are 2 branches on each part of the trunk. I wired one going down, one going up, just in case I can still use this as an apex or this. And then I have the first branch going down. That's it. Next year I'm just gonna let it grow again, and then probably going to cut it back a couple of times during this growing season, always to the first or second node. So that's all for this video. If you have any questions, you can always comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more bonsai related videos. Bye!